Not me planting tomatoes, cucumbers, and melons in September. Girl, what? My name is Ingrid Butler, balcony gardener extraordinaire, and I'm coming to you live from New Orleans to share all of my tips, tricks, and challenges with container gardening in this warm climate. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe and definitely hit that like button. That would really help me out. Thank you. So with all that out of the way, let's get started. So for the next few months, I'm going to be taking y'all along as I transition my balcony garden from summer into fall. Well, sort of, because even though it is fall according to the calendar, it is definitely still summer according to the temperatures. It's still 90 to 100 plus degrees here in New Orleans. We're in a literal heat wave as I film this. It is so hot, y'all. I can't even think about planting out any cool weather crops just yet. But I don't want an empty garden until October. I do know that on the other side of this heat wave, while it won't be cool enough for me to plant any cool season crops, it will be cool enough for me to plant another round of warm season crops that would have been decimated in these extreme temperatures. Now, I can get away with this because my first frost date isn't until December 23rd. That gives me about 115 days to get these warm season crops to harvest. I'm not just starting any old warm season crop. I am choosing quick maturing varieties, ones that mature in about 70 days. I want to make sure that I can get a harvest before the hard frost comes and wipes them out. So yes, I'm going to start my fall growing season with another round of warm weather crops, but then I'm going to use succession planting to gradually transition in those cooler season crops as the temperatures decrease. So just a heads up, this video is a part 2 of 2. Check out my last video to see what else I'll be planting this fall. Yes, I will be planting everything you see at some point this season. I like to keep my balcony packed to the brim with plants. Also, this video will be featuring seeds from Baker Creek. This is not an ad. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just love them. They procure seeds from all around the world. I mean, the things that you will find in their seed catalog, you won't find them in your local nursery or garden center. And you won't really find these varieties in your neighbor's garden either. So if you're like me and you like trying different exotic varieties of things you already love, check out Baker Creek. So let's get into the warm weather crops that I will be starting my fall season with. First, I have beans. I have the Kantari beans and the dragon tongue beans. Both of these I started in the spring. Both of them are absolutely delicious. My dad and I love green beans, so I think about 5 pots just of green beans on the balcony. Next, I have this Gelber English or custard squash. I know I probably butchered that name, but how cute are these? So yeah, I'm really excited to finally have some more squash. So these next 2, I definitely may be pushing it, but I won't know unless I try, so I'm doing it anyway. Kajari melon. So I grew these. I still have one ripening right now. So good and just beautiful, honestly. So yeah, I gotta try another round to get another round of these before the frost. And this one is a tomato. I'm definitely pushing it with this one, but I don't care. Queen of the Night tomato. How beautiful. So yeah, I've started all of these. Don't fret. all of these warm season crops, they've all been started. They're already growing in the garden. So lastly, I am starting Orange Hat Micro Dwarf Tomato. This one is actually going to grow inside with me. I'm starting one for me and one for my dad. We really love fresh tomatoes. So now with this growing inside, we will be able to have fresh tomatoes, garden fresh tomatoes, through fall and winter. Next, I really wanted to plant more flowers. I really wanted more color on the balcony this year. So I have Queen Lime Blush. I have some outside, but I just want more. These are beautiful. And these Macarena zinnias. I mean, how vibrant is that? Oh, I can't wait. They have started to sprout. Like I said, these 2 are already planted. I just planted these a few days ago. They've already sprouted. I cannot wait. Probably next month, once it starts to cool down even more, I'm going to plant out these nasturtiums. Orchid cream nasturtiums. I mean, how stunning, right? And then those little This may be weird, but whatever. Those little red markings almost look like something out of a slasher film or whatever. So I'm thinking Halloween. Don't judge me. But yeah, these are just beautiful. So I didn't really know how to categorize this last one, dwarf moringa. I think I've started about 3 or 4 of these. I love putting moringa in my breakfast smoothie each morning, and I know that the frost is definitely going to take these out. So I want to have enough so that I can have a big enough harvest to get me through the winter. But yeah, dwarf moringa. Late September, early October, it should be cool enough, fingers crossed, to start transitioning in my cool season crops. By cool season crops, I'm talking about ones that are frost tolerant and frost hardy. My frost tolerant crops, like my lettuces and root veggies, they can actually continue to mature a little bit past my first frost date as long as they have a cover, which will allow me for additional harvest. First up, kohlrabi. I'm literally just growing this because it's beautiful. I mean, honestly, it's purple and it's beautiful. I hear great things. I hear that it's really good, absolutely delicious, so I cannot wait to try. Next, I got this free with my Baker Creek order. It's Japanese wasabi daikon radish. Yeah, I'm really excited. They describe it intensely pungent, spicy flavor for lovers of wasabi. That's me, so I think we'll get along just fine. And lastly, cosmic purple carrots. Purple carrots, yes. Yeah, I got these seeds a couple years ago. I forgot about them or they got lost when I went to plant, but I'm really excited to finally try these. So while the root veggies are getting settled in late September, early October, I should also be able to start up my greens. Amaranth, Chinese multicolored spinach. How beautiful is that? Can you see that in a salad? Ah, oh, stunning. And also, you got to have some kale. I will be having 2. I will be having Russian red and dazzling blue. So I eat kale every single day. I cannot wait to have these tall trees of kale, just trees of kale on the balcony. Next, my brother, he specially requested collard greens. So I got to hook him up. I will be doing the Georgia Southern Creole variety. Yeah, I got to do that for my big bro. And then lastly, Chinese broccoli. I hear wonderful things about the florets and the greens, so I cannot wait to try this. But my frost hardy crops like my broccoli and cauliflower, they don't actually need a cover as they continue to mature, which means that they can keep my balcony looking lush and green all the way through winter. So finally, we've gotten the crops that are both frost hardy, but really require cool weather to thrive. So these are going to go into the garden last, about late October. I want to make sure that the heat in New Orleans has really left us before planting these out. So first up, I have purple lady bok choy. Can you imagine this with some salmon and some jasmine rice? Oh, that would be so good. But also, I mean, the plate would be beautiful. Love. Next, I have purple of Sicily cauliflower. I don't know if you realize this about me, but I really love purple anything. If there is a crop that comes in a purple variety, I'm going to try to grow it. But yeah, purple of Sicily cauliflower. Next, Desiree dwarf peas. Again, I love purple, and these are going to be beautiful growing up my trellis. Lastly, mustard greens. I mean, I am Southern after all. So I cannot wait to say that I've grown my own mustard greens. So that's it for me, y'all. The takeaway is if you're in a warm climate and you want to start your fall season off with another round of warm weather crops, start with finding your first frost date. Then you'll want to count the days between when you'll be planting and your first frost date. The key is choosing a quick maturing variety of your desired crop that will get you a harvest in between those 2 dates. Also, just a quick tip if you're trying to sneak in another round of warm weather crops, you want to add about 2 to 3 weeks onto your days to maturity that's listed on the seed packet. Remember, it's fall, so that means we're going to have less sunlight. That could mean that your crops will grow a little bit slower. So, just as a buffer, add about 2 to 3 weeks on to ensure that you get a good harvest. If you'd like to know what else I'm growing this fall or how I'm succession planting my way through the season, check out my previous video. It should be popping up somewhere around here. Also, before you leave, what are you looking forward to growing this fall? Or if you're not growing anything, what is your favorite fall vegetable? Let me know down below in the comments. So, yeah, that's it for me. Until next time, go out and make some magic in the garden. Is that a snail that just made its way into my home? Where do they come from? I'm on the second floor. How do they? I couldn't be a snail. I don't think I have the endurance. How did you get up here? I'm on the second floor. I mean, the children. They're having so much fun. But I think it's the blood curdling screams. It's the blood curdling screams for me. I think they're playing dodgeball. It's the blood curdling screams. Remember to be young and to just go outside playing dodgeball and like that was your whole life. Cause adulting is the pits, but uh, or it. Remember getting picked, during Duck Duck Goose or something, and you ran for your life during Duck Duck Goose. And then the adults made adulting look cool. We rushed through. What were we thinking? I don't know. I'm so mad that a snail has made its way into my home. A snail? Where did you come from? You must have like attached yourself like to my pant leg or something because where does the snail come from? We got snails, we got recess. Neither of these things is what we're talking about today. Wait, they're playing music now like they're having a full party. They're having a full on party with the dodgeball and the blood curdling screams. I just don't understand, especially in this heat wave. Why aren't they in like the gym, like in a gymnasium, inside in the air conditioning? Because it's so hot. Like, why do they come outside with the music and the blood curdling screams? I mean, and you can't be mad because it's kids. You have to just go with it because it's kids, and people will frown upon you if you say anything about anybody's children. But I just want to get done. I only have like 30, like maybe 2 minutes done. I feel like I'm enjoying the outtakes more than I'm enjoying the actual video. But that's because I'm just talking to y'all like y'all are my friends.